Getting into a circuit race is easy. Just select a track, choose the vehicle class you want, and it's off to the races. Once you get on the track, you'll want to familiarize yourself with the basic controls of your Baja vehicle. Press the R2 button to accelerate and the L2 button to apply the brakes. The default control for steering your vehicle is the left stick. If you prefer to use the directional buttons or steering wheel, you can choose from a number of controller presets by selecting options from the main menu. Two other important controls are the clutch and the handbrake. Anytime you're at low speed and want a quick burst of acceleration, press and hold the L1 button while you rev the engine. When you release the L1 button, be prepared for a burst of power from the engine. You can use the handbrake to help slide the back end of your vehicle around a tight turn. To use the handbrake, reduce throttle by releasing the R2 button, then press and hold the X button as you steer left or right. You can also use the handbrake to help recover from a spin. If you lose control and start to spin out, press and hold the X button while steering in the opposite direction of the spin. This will help you quickly recover and get the vehicle straightened out. One last thing. Anytime you go off the track, you can press the L1 button and R1 button at the same time to reset your vehicle back on the track. Rally races are point-to-point races through the wide-open desert. Each rally can be raced as multiple stages, or as one long continuous event. Baja rallies include a variety of different class vehicles on the course at the same time. It's important to understand that you are only competing against the other racers in the same class as your vehicle. If you're racing with the damage system enabled, you'll want to make use of the support chopper when your vehicle becomes damaged. When you're in need of repair, press the triangle button to request support.
Race to Chase. Need support. Know that.
If the support chopper is available, it will meet you a short distance up the track.
Roger that, Race. This is Air 2. We copy. And are en route.
To get repaired, slow to a stop as you approach the chopper, and you'll be fully repaired in just a few seconds. Anytime you get a flat tire, if you have an available spare, simply come to a complete stop and press the triangle button. The spare tire will be put on your vehicle and you'll be back in the race. One last thing. Anytime you go off the track, you can press the L1 button and R1 button at the same time to reset your vehicle back on the track. Hill climb races are a unique style of circuit race that are built on the slopes of some very rugged mountainous terrain. Unlike a conventional hill climb where the object is merely to get to the top of the hill, Baja's hill climb races challenge you to climb the mountain and then descend back to ground level without damaging your vehicle. The outcome of the hill climb race is determined by the total amount of time it takes each player to complete 2 laps of the hill climb circuit. If you get stuck on a very steep slope, press the L1 button to pop the clutch and get an extra boost of power from your engine. You might also want to use the right stick to pan the camera up and down to help you see the course better. So have fun and be extra careful coming down those very steep slopes. The Open Class Challenge is a brand new style of race that allows all classes of vehicles to compete against one another and still have an equal chance of winning. Here's how it works. One vehicle from each class is placed on the track with the slowest vehicle at the front of the pack and the fastest vehicle at the rear. Each vehicle has to cross the finish line 2 times. Based on the initial spacing of the vehicles, if each driver performs a perfect 2-lap race, all the vehicles should cross the finish line at the exact same time. Depending on which class you choose, you will either have to be passing or blocking other vehicles as you close in on the finish line. The fastest vehicle class, the trophy truck, is always placed at the back of the pack and has the most difficult challenge of all. As you approach the end of the race, you will have 8 other vehicles to pass in only 2 or 3 turns. Give it a try, it's a lot of fun. The Baja 1000 is a long-distance off-road race held only once a year in the Baja Peninsula of Mexico. You can select from several different variations of the Baja, including the 250, the 500, and the granddaddy of all off-road races, the Baja 1000, which will take about 3 to 4 hours to complete. Baja rallies include a variety of different class vehicles on the course at the same time. It's important to understand that you are only competing against the other racers in the same class as your vehicle. If you're racing with the damage system enabled, you'll want to make use of the support chopper when your vehicle becomes damaged. When you're in need of repair, press the triangle button to request support. If the support chopper is available, it will meet you a short distance up the track.
Roger that, race. This is Air 2, we copy, and are en route.
To get repaired, slow to a stop as you approach the chopper, and you'll be fully repaired in just a few seconds. Anytime you get a flat tire, if you have an available spare, simply come to a complete stop and press the triangle button. The spare tire will be put on your vehicle and you'll be back in the race. One last thing, anytime you go off the track, you can press the L1 button and R1 button at the same time to reset your vehicle back on the track.
Okay, this is Jack here, and I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the video I have made, and I'll make more. I'm gonna try to win that vehicle I told you about. So I hope if you can give me a thumbs up or down, I would really like that, please. Thank you. And I'll make more later on, maybe today. Today's date is the 19th. And right now, it's April 19th. It's April, and it's I did it on the 19th, so I might make one again later on in the evening. So I have a good day and have a good night. wherever you are.